ну. Гловер просит вернуть древнюю морскую кирку.
Pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the skull in the first place.
И все же она не твоя.
Oh, very well. Here, tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot.
Хорошо, не надо ее искать. Ты уверен, что смерть Грациана не была несчастным случаем?
I know I don't have much to go on. I have that unsent letter, and that's really it. But I also have a miner's instinct that's run in my family from before Gratian was even born. I may sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you, the tunnels here are solid. They would never collapse like that.
Зуб дает. О чем ты спорил с
That
Эфи?
old age is out of my mind, that I'm seeing things when there's nothing to be seen. I realize she cares about me, but she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what happened to Gratian.
Что если она права и ничего
Then
не
I'll settle
найдет?
down peacefully and never set foot in this mine again. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, even before I discovered Gratian's old things. I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Так, что тут надо? Последний исполн в шахте вороньей скалы на строительство квесты Карелии. Он убежден, что где-то в самом глубине шахты покоятся останки управления Грациана Карелия, и что восточная имперская компания солгала, сообщив, что смерть явилась результатом несчастного случая. Он попросил меня исследовать шахты и искать эти останки, но по возможности выяснив, что убил Грациана. Раз он ученый, значит, здесь должно быть много всяких книжек.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Золото взять.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Вот они книжки. Красный год, том 1. Жития святых. Также здесь темно.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far. Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Ядовитая песня, книга 3.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Так, надо же поговорить с своей женой.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Мне бы хотелось взять у тебя пару уроков магии
I'll gladly share my
восстановления.
knowledge with you.
Я так понимаю, ты в историю Кресция не веришь.
Cretius is aging, and I believe it's addled his mind. As the years have passed, it's gotten worse. He's become obsessed with his theories of conspiracy.
Так, где же его
I'm
прадедушка?
sure he's down there somewhere, buried under a mountain of rubble like the East Empire Company claims. My greatest fear is that my stubborn mule of a husband will end up suffering the same fate.
Как ты
To
познакомилась с
understand
Кресцием?
how we met one another, you have to appreciate what he's going through. Cretius is a third-generation miner. All his life, he's lived and breathed nothing else. By the time Cretius came of age, the ebony mine in Raven Rock was shut down. He took that quite hard.
Почему он не приехал куда-нибудь, чтобы
Our
найти
home
работу?
has been in his family for over 200 years. Leaving would have been like abandoning precious memories. Instead, he stayed on Solstheim and spent most of his life prospecting for a new ebony source. Sadly, it never surfaced. A decade ago, this drove him into a deep depression. He shut himself inside his home and refused to come out.
Так вы и познакомились.
After refusing to allow anyone to bring him food, Counselor Morvain ordered his door to be knocked down before Cretius starved to death. I was a temple priest at the time, and they had me use my healing arts to restore strength to his ailing body. I stayed for a while and cared for him, then I suppose we fell in love.
Так ты сейчас родился в храме.
In fact, I'm no longer welcome there. In all
Почему?
honesty, it came down to a disagreement between what I believe and what Elder Othraloth believes. I'd prefer not to get into the details, but let's just say our opinions about the current status of the tribunal vary widely.
О чем это ты спорила с Кресцием?
Foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine.
И зачем ему эта шахта?
Convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them.
А что там такое
Cretius'
написано?
great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about.
А кто был прадед Кресция?
Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep?
Что с ним произошло?
It was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies. Cretius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something else, but I don't know.
А ты не согласна с Кресцием?
My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think The shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused. I love him dearly, and I support everything he does. But I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave. Be careful out there.
Так, ну ладно, пойду дальше.
Our hero